Most important thing, as I said, going into the game was to win. And I thought they came out very quickly, to be fair to them, but like I've said before, they're a very good side, and I'm pleased they're going to be playing quite a lot of our opponents or people in and around us over the next few weeks, because, as I said, that they'll take points off them. Very well organised. They were like we were on the day. They were back to front. They went into their front players, played off their front players early. They got good midfield players that turn you around, get you facing your own goal, which seems to be something that gets scoffed at these levels. I don't know whether people have had too many smacks in the head or what, but we've got to remember it's a step 5 football. It's playing on marshes, playing on horrible pitches, and there is no right way. The right way is winning. So at the end of the day on Saturday, the right way for us was to find a way to win. And you know, we've been labelled direct recently. People have said, you know, quite direct. Don't care. That's 6 points this week from being a little bit more direct. And we played a lot of football earlier in this year and contributed to our own selves in terms of giving away poor, sloppy goals and thinking we were a little bit better than we were. But I would define any team out there to say, you know, go and play through the thirds at every available opportunity. Good luck to them. And as I said, the most important thing for us was to win. I thought we came out second half. We made a slight tweak. And that's all it was a slight tweak. Rather than playing one off of a front man, we went to a more 4-4-2. And then Manny gets his goal, delighted for him. You know, he worked incredibly hard to get back to his fitness levels. And then, you know, Rory Mills scores a very well taken free kick. And again, really pleased for him. But we dug deep. We had to sit in, and Connor Coulson's made a great save from a free kick in the first half, which he pushes onto the post. They've had a header which goes off the post. They've had their chances. We were big, we were courageous second half. We got ourselves on you know, in the way of shots and the way of strikes, and I thought it was a very, very professional 2-0 win. And ultimately, as I said, you know, we can agree or disagree. For people that watch the game, at the end of the day, all I care about is winning. And it was 2-0, and at the end of the day, all the league table will say is Dunstable Town are 3 points better off, 2 goals better off than we were going into last week, and we jumped league places, and that's all I care about. It doesn't say on league tables, played through the thirds fantastically well, then they deserve a bonus point. 3 points is all that matters. It's going to be like that between now and the end of the season. Delighted for my players, really proud of the job they did, and as I said, they're a good side. Every time I've seen them, they're a good side. They've got very experienced players, they've got players in there that can turn games, and you know, fine margins. They've had enough chances in the first half. We've had a couple as well, to be fair, which I thought we should have done a little bit better with. But yeah, overall, delighted with the 3 points. We'll look back on that one, I'm pretty sure, and think that was a really, really good 3 points. So, well done to the lads. So again, another difficult place to go. I said it in my post-match, it's probably one of the hardest places to go to on a Tuesday night for us, because of where we're based and where our players are based, and it's difficult. You go there, parking's at a premium. You've got some of our players, I don't know if they can parallel park or not, but we've got players parking in double yellows, had long days at work. Supporters, once again, were fantastic, getting over there to support us. I thought we were excellent throughout the game. First half, I thought probably the only disappointing thing at half time was not going in 3 or 4 up. We've had some really good chances, but it's hard because, and again, every pitch at the same time is the way it is, but a couple of times Webby's got himself in, he's just ready to pull the trigger and the ball just sort of splashes in the mud and it runs away. It was like a rugby ball at times, but what we did is, again, we were thorough, we were professional, and I thought we had some once again, very good performances. It's zeros, you know, zeros and ones, which we've been like that since spring, really. I said to the boys earlier, we've got to get back to keeping clean sheets, and if we have to go away from home and win 1-0, then even more props to my players. I thought we had to dig deep. We made life harder for ourselves than we needed to. But really, if you look at the game, Connor Coulson hasn't had a shot to save. I thought throughout the game we were excellent. I was delighted for Luke Dunstan. I thought he was absolutely immense. And I was really, really pleased for him, because I've got to be honest, I've been massively disappointed with the amount of negative comments towards him since he walked in through the door. Luckily for me, I'm clued in and I understand the game, because he was phenomenal. And there's a reason, like I said before, why clubs higher up the chain keep coming back for him. But he was terrific. I was immensely proud of him, immensely proud of his work rate. He's got great qualities. I wanted an edge in midfield. That's why I've got him and John Smith, and who, by the way, I think has been an excellent addition, John Smith. And like I always say, I'm glad that other people have now had a chance to see it, because we're not just talking about 1 or 2 that were negative towards him. We're talking about quite a handful of people. And like I said from the start of the season, I know my lane, I get it, you know, I'm a football coach, that's what I do. I'm a football manager, I'm a qualified football manager, that's what I do. I wouldn't tell a bricklayer how to lay bricks because the house would fall down, and I wouldn't tell an electrician how to wire a house because the house will blow up. So I'm glad I stuck with my instinct. I'm so proud of my players, the work they're putting in. Robbie Goodman's made an unbelievable difference back there. He's calm, he's mature. Benji Crilly's been excellent. I thought the whole back four all week have been tremendous. And there's a reason why we haven't changed the team or overly changed. And like I said, it's a good space to be in. I'm seeing a lot of things with this group of players that I'm enjoying at the moment. And like I said, if we've got to grind it out and be ugly for the next 2.5 months, then even better. I'm really relishing that, because at the end of the day, as I keep reminding people, it's step 5 football, you're playing on horrible pitches, and all I care about is winning. And guess what? Saturday will be exactly the same. All I care about is winning. How that looks doesn't bother me. Never seen a supporter travel down the motorway after a 3-0 loss and go, didn't we play well through the thirds? No, they say we lost, we're rubbish. You win 1-0, sometimes you've got to be ugly. People travel away from home and they go, what a great performance. So at the end of the day, that's the way it is, and I'm delighted with the 6 points, delighted with the 3 goals that we've scored, and delighted with 2 clean sheets. So we've got something to build on now. So yeah, a bit of a disappointment with the squad, unfortunately, over the last couple of days. Liam McCrowan's groin was a little bit worse than we first feared, so we're struggling to get him back and fit. We lost Manny, unfortunately. He's done the other hamstring, which was tight. We don't think it's a tear, so hopefully that's not going to be too long. And then Carl Faulkner, you know, I feel so gutted for him. He's just got back. He was just sort of starting to find his match sharpness again, and then he's gone and taken one on the foot again on Tuesday. So we're going to lose him for a little while. So we have been looking at other alternatives in terms of the strikers department. We put a bid in for Erling Haaland with all the money that we've got on transfer deadline day, which was unfortunately he's decided to stay at Man City for the remainder of the season. We also had a bid accepted for Mo Salah. Unfortunately, he wants to see the job through. He feels he owes that to Mr. Klopp. So unfortunately, we haven't been able to bring another front player in to replace those two at the moment, which is a shame, because I think they would have done pretty well at the Spartans, and definitely would have suited our style of direct play. So unfortunately, these are the way things go. What we've got to do now is just keep looking at targets. Obviously with the deadline going now, we're going to have to maybe just look a little bit closer to home if we need to bring 1 or 2 in. But other than that, we've got a couple missing for Saturday, which should be back by the following Saturday. So we've got a tough couple of weeks coming up, but we're very much looking forward to the squad that we've got. And like I say, every single week, we've got 4 missing from Tuesday's squads. That's 4 players, other opportunities coming through this week. So excited about it, excited about what that squad's going to look like on Saturday, and hopefully we can return some 3 points. So yeah, like we always seem to have every single time we're playing a team at the moment, they seem to hit a bit of form before they play us. They've turned over some good results. You know, recently I felt that when we played them in the first game, I thought that their league position was false. Really, I know we beat them 2-0 in the previous game, but they got some good players. And what the manager's got is he's got them, you know, running around with loads of energy. He's got them well organised. They're not easy to beat. They're not getting 3s and 4s put past them every single week. So we're expecting a real tough encounter. And like I say, at this level, every single week they can change, because you might get 1 or 2 players in. That obviously adds to the squad list. From our perspective, it's a difficult place to go. We know the pitch is going to be very similar to what we've seen. I think every pitch is going to be like that between now and the end of the season. So it's about playing at the right times. It's about recognition of risk. You know, if that means that we've got to turn them around a little bit more and play in the opposition half, then that's exactly what we'll do. It's about finding ways. As I said, if we have to win the game off set pieces, that's exactly what we'll do. Like I said, we'll adapt. We'll do whatever we need to do to make sure that we come away with the 3 points, because ultimately at 5 o'clock on Saturday, the only thing that matters is that win. And I know I've said that about 25 times tonight, but that's the reality. That's what we're there to do. So won't be easy. I don't foresee it being a pretty game of neat and tidy through the thirds, tiki-taka. Don't expect to see any of that. I expect to see 2 teams full of energy, trying to win, some lively tackles, I'm sure, and I expect to see a competitive game, and one that we just hope we come out on the right side of. So it'll be nice to return home. They've had some good results this year. They've given a few people a good hiding. A couple of teams this year, Cockfosters. So they'll arrive here on a Tuesday night. And Tuesday nights, as we know, are difficult games. They always are. Because naturally people go to work every single day. They sometimes have long days, and they've got long journeys. They've got to get through traffic. So coming Tuesday, obviously back on our home pitch, which, to be fair, the ground staff looking at it today have done a fantastic job. To get that back where it was, because as I said, they did wonders to get the game on last Saturday against Ardley. But certainly from the way I see it, is a pitch is a pitch. You know, again, I keep going back to it, find ways to win. They'll be competitive, they'll be very similar to a lot of what we've seen this year. And like I keep saying to our lads, if you turn up every single week with high energy, you're organised, you're structurally very, very good. No coincidence, our error count has been substantially smaller, substantially lower than it was earlier in the season, and we're now in a position which hopefully we can build on that. And what I really want to be doing is standing in front of the camera this time next week talking about another 6 points, but that's not going to be something that people just give us. We've got to turn up, we've got to play our way, forget the right way. The right way is to win, and like I said, when you're the manager, that's the way the world goes. If you win 2-0, it's wonderful, but you still probably got your selection wrong. If you win 5-0, it's wonderful, you still got your selection wrong. If you lose 1-0, you're not a nice person as a manager. So I'll pick the team that I think is right to win on Saturday. As I said, the most important thing from my perspective always is, every single week, pick a team to win the game, and that's what I'll be doing on Saturday. So disappointed we didn't get Haaland and Salah over the line, but I'm sure we might have 1 or 2 new faces over the next few weeks. I look forward to hopefully be travelling well on Saturday and having a good crowd here on Tuesday, and looking forward hopefully to another 6 points.